Hey everyone, welcome to the Not So Legal Show. We've got a lot to talk about, so let's just get started. Hey everyone, welcome to the Not So Legal Show. So I've got a couple things to talk about. The first is the Bachelor lawsuit has been dismissed. There were two gentlemen that were African American that were suing the show because there has not been one person of color that's been either the Bachelorette or the Bachelor in the entire history of the show. I understand that casting is what it is and producers don't want to lose that right to be able to cast whoever they want to cast. But seriously, the entire history of the show, I really kind of thought the courts were going to go a different way on this one. Next up, I've got to talk about legal TV shows. So as you know, my goal was that all of us could record certain legal TV shows and then we could talk about it. However, one of those shows you have to take off your list, and that is Made in Jersey. Now, I wanted to like this show. It was the story of a young woman who didn't go to the Ivy League schools but got into a top law firm. Her parents were really proud of her. She had a lot of attitude, and apparently the attitude didn't get her anywhere because the show was taken off the air after one episode. Now, I did watch this pilot and I was hoping for the best, but apparently Made in Jersey, you're gonna have to take it off your list. Get excited though, because I'm getting my dad involved in the TV mix. He is Mr. TV, so I'm going to be assigning him some legal TV shows to watch so he can weigh in some comments, and this is gonna get really good. So that's it on the TV show news. Most of you have noticed that at the end of my videos, I've been putting positive messages because I really think at the end of the day, it's just really about being happy, feeling good, and making the best of your life. Now, at the end of my last video, I think I said something like, try something new you've never tried before. Then I started thinking, what if we just learned something new we've never learned before? And that is sort of the lesson of today's video. Now, I want to show you something. So this is the type of mail that, as a lawyer, wait, hold on a second, I often get. This is called the Business Law News. I'm going to put this up so you can really get a good look at it. And, I'm curious if you would find this to be, scintillating reading. Now, if any of you guys would like a copy of this, I'm more than happy to mail you my copy. However, I thought most of the time when I get things like this, I look at them and I think, wow, this is really great. Somebody spent all this time writing this article and I probably should read it. And then it sits on my desk and then eventually I throw it in the trash can because I know I'm just never gonna read it. So I thought, why not make today the first day where we all learn something that comes out of the business law news. So let's see what this thing has to say. So first we start off with the governor's reorganization plan met with reservation. We could probably skip over that part. Now, the next part of this I found very interesting actually, which is, aside from all the messages from the committee chair, the editor-in-chief, and the editorial spotlight. Again, if anybody wants this, more than happy to send it to you. Now, one thing that was interesting in this, and I've got to show the credit where credit is due for this article, called The Covenants Not to Compete in Limited Liability Company Operating Agreements May Be Enforceable Without Payment for Goodwill. In California, a non-compete clause is governed by the California Business and Professions Code. Now, typically, a non-compete clause is not enforceable. So what is a non-compete clause? Well, let's say you and I have a business where we sell trucks. I decide to leave the business. I'm not allowed to start another business that sells trucks. However, in California, these types of clauses are unenforceable, except in a few instances. So now you can say that Section 16601 actually allows for a non-compete clause to be enforceable in the context of selling a business. Based on this article, it seems as if you can enforce a non-compete clause if you, the buyer, are buying a business and part of that purchase is buying the goodwill of the company. Now, what is goodwill of the company? The goodwill of a company is akin to its reputation. Now, when you are buying a company from somebody and the goodwill is sort of incorporated into the purchase price, this can sometimes be something that's subjective. So the point being is that if I'm a buyer and I'm buying your business and I also want to sort of buy the goodwill of your company and I'm paying more for that, there's an argument to be made that a non-compete clause can be enforceable and that the seller shouldn't be able to turn around and go start another business and then compete with the business that I just bought. So there you have it. The business law news always has something in store. And there you have it. So now I feel like we've all learned something new and can go about the rest of our week. Now it's time for the best hip hop lyric. This week I am going with the tried and true Kanye West, Jay-Z, and Big Sean song called Click. This song is really good. I had to play it for you because it's that good.
As I look around, they don't do it like my click, 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 click. And all these bad men, they want the B.I.G. Oh God. I tell a bad bitch, do whatever I say. My block behind me like I'm coming out the driveway.
That's it for now. Always remember to honor your power and stay tuned for the next video posting. No, I was rooting for the show, but there's no way. Hold on, text message. You're not supposed to look at your iPhone while you're filming, but I just have to. Okay, so